But on to this. So, of course, there was that landmark Supreme Court, or not Supreme Court, rather, but District Court decision on July 4th. Big victory for freedom of speech. It showed the censorship of the Biden administration, barring the Biden administration from coordinating with social media platforms. Not even coordinating. It was really a shakedown or a threat if you read the 155-page decision. Well, what stuck out to me about all of this, so you have behind the scenes this 30-year-old keyboard warrior, digital director named Rob Flaherty. Imagine this, sitting in the White House, 30 years old, telling Facebook, Twitter, how to censor your speech, this 30-year-old. Well, then you have Jen Psaki. She's the public enforcer. She would go to the podium and essentially shake down these social media companies. Let's take a walk down memory lane.
It shouldn't come as any surprise that we're in regular touch with social media platforms. We are regularly making sure social media platforms are aware of the latest narratives dangerous to public health.
What Anthony Fauci says?
Yeah, she even threatened legal consequences. And I mean, I just contrast that. When I was there, I talked about the Ayatollah Khomeini having a voice on Twitter, and yet you're going after Trump, so advocating for more speech. But here's the White House press secretary saying, we're going to shut down your speech. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., we know, is among those individuals.
Right. And in fact, in this case, and by the way, we should point out that yesterday the administration went ahead and said, OK, we're going to appeal this. Department of Justice, go out. We're going to appeal it. Don't be surprised if this winds up before the U.S. Supreme Court. But nonetheless, in the judge's original 159-page summary, what he said was that Jen Psaki was deposed, and so was Anthony Fauci. So they know exactly how the administration coordinated their message to the social media companies. Hey, we saw this thing. We say it's misinformation, but because you're independent, it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to take it down. And of course, the suggestion is the heavy-handed suggestion.
Unconstitutional, guys.
Take it down!
So Matt Taibbi and Michael Schellenberger were given access by Elon Musk, and they deserve the bulk of the credit for the fact that we're at this place, which backs up Mark Zuckerberg's trying to get you again. We don't know what happened at Facebook, but you go ahead and get on Threads, you'll no longer know what's going on. And another major social media platform.
Today.
So just
a lot of left-wing talking points there.
But I'm saying, in Elon Musk, he's going to make sure the best he can, it's possible, the First Amendment's impressed. Does anyone think Mark Zuckerberg, the author of Zuckerbucks, to make sure certain district got a lot of money in order to vote against Donald Trump in 2020? Does anyone think he's not going to collect all of you, pull them away from Twitter, and then begin to manipulate again? Senator Eric Schmidt is one of the AGs that brought this forward. And he talked about, he expected the appeal, and talked about what changes now. Listen.
The State Department's canceling meetings, their weekly meetings, whatever's happening there, with Facebook officials. And they admitted to having weekly censorship meetings during COVID. I mean, this was, you had, and you mentioned some of the agencies, the CDC, the FBI, White House officials, the FDA. This is far-reaching. And all of these different agencies were working under the guise of misinformation to suppress millions of posts by American citizens. The First Amendment is our pressure release valve. Everybody should be able to have a say in the town square, including the virtual town square, and the government doesn't have any business telling people what they can see and hear in that virtual town square.
And probably the first thing I heard was Don Jr. The first time I even heard the shadow banning term was, I'm not getting any traffic. They didn't ban him. He goes, I'm not getting any traffic on my tweets. Yeah. And then Charlie Kirk goes, I got this huge network. No one's following me. No one's retweeting me.
It's crazy.
How's this possible?
And if I could just say quickly, I did talk to a White House digital individual from the Trump administration. I said, did you ever reach out to a social media site and say, take down an account because of a viewpoint difference? He replied, never.
Right. And Brian, to your point about how can Twitter or any other social media company do stuff, remember, there is no expectation of the First Amendment rights when it comes to public companies.
Exactly.
When you sign up for Twitter, you're saying, I'm going to go along with all your rules. You are a private company. And so they can do whatever they did. And now, thanks to this judge down in Louisiana, it's been laid bare what they did.
But you know Mark Zuckerberg's agenda. His agenda is not transparency. No, he didn't invite Matt Taibbi in to find out what happened during the 2020 election. He didn't say, look, check out my books. Elon Musk bought the thing and said, check it out. Let the facts lead you where they lead you. And he took two independent journalists, or three, and Barry Weiss too, maybe more, Barry Weiss, Schellenberger, and Taibbi, and said, find out what you had. And as Matt Taibbi said, I had the story of the century, and very few outlets cared, which is really maddening.
Unbelievable. Elon Musk is a hero for the First Amendment.
Right, and they're trying to marginalize what he did by taking away what Twitter had.
So anyway, the Department of Justice asking the court to put that decision on hold until they can work it out. So we will keep you posted. I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.